Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here, continuing the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. And today we're on lesson 233. And today's lesson is, I give my life to God to guide today. And the prayer is, Father, I give you all my thoughts today. I would not have none of mine. In place of them, give me your own. I give you all my acts as well, that I may do your will instead of seeking goals which cannot be obtained and wasting time in vain imaginings. Today I come to you. I will step back and merely follow you. Be you the guide, and I the follower, who questions not the wisdom of the infinite, but love whose tenderness I cannot comprehend, but which is yet your perfect gift to me. Today, we have one guide to lead us on. And as we walk together, we will give this day to him with no reserve at all. This is his day. And so it is a day of countless gifts and mercies upon us. So this lesson is, really giving us the opportunity today, as we take it on, to be conscious and aware of our thoughts, our ego thoughts, which again, we are undoing. We entertain them. We entertain them so much. And it's been out of our awareness, and we're bringing it forward. Most recently, what's been coming to my mind is, again, there's some thoughts on that, 90% of the time we're in our ego thought system. And actually, I like to go like this. The ego is about, I can even just squeeze my fingers, in relation to what is possible, the infinite, God, what is beyond what we can even fathom, gather with this human mind. It's about this big. And when I look at it that way, it's so minuscule. And yet, again, I use the word conditioning and programming. I've been programmed to really live from that space. We all have. And the Course is bringing us to undo that. Bringing us, as we practice, to undo it. And it says here, to God, be you the guide, and I the follower, who questions not the wisdom of the infinite. The infinite is just way beyond measure. It says, or question nor the love whose tenderness I cannot comprehend, but which is your gift to me. And again, these lessons, the part 2 of this course is really getting to the heartfelt experience of the Course. The depth, I'm going to say, and the love of God. It said the tenderness that we cannot comprehend. So just for a moment here, just close your eyes. Clear your mind to the best of your ability. Just notice and connect to your heart. And at least to have the willingness to experience, I'm going to say, a taste of that tenderness. So I want to also, again, I find, and I'm hoping it's supporting all of you as well. You know, I find in my practice and my remembering to practice this course, to live this course, I love the reflections of a year of forgiveness, which again, it's Jesus speaking through Louise Spalding, who wrote this book, A Year of Forgiveness. So let me read here. I think it's another powerful message. It's practical. It's something really to take into your day. And again, the lesson here is, I give my life to God to guide today. And Jesus says through Tina, you are blessed beings indeed. I am the one you know as Jesus. Jesus says, we would like you to do an experiment today. Stop giving people your opinions, and stop judging. And he says in brackets here, that also is giving your opinion about your life. Jesus goes on to say, take a whole day to walk in absolute acceptance of everything that needs to be done, because you have assigned yourself some tasks, everything that occurs to you as an inspired idea. Accept today as a perfect day, without any complaints, without any judgments, or without any resistance. He goes on to say, if you get a phone call from an annoying relative or friend saying, we would like you to come to dinner, Jesus says, we challenge you to say, okay. That would mean you're not resisting what is coming your way. Perhaps the complaints and the judgments you have about your relative or your friends are a reflection of you than them. Perhaps you would go to dinner in your state of radical acceptance, and you will see that the problem is in your mind. You know, this, I want to add here, this is the mere reflection. Whatever we're seeing out there is a gift. It is a tool. It is a opportunity to bring it back over here, because it's coming from us. Again, I'm reminded that the world is not coming at us, it's coming from us. And the world's not being done to us, it's being done by us. And that's what it's showing us here, as Jesus is offering us this opportunity today to take on. So I'll go on, and he says further, it may be that, again, that you are the judgmental one, that you are the impatient one, and you are the intolerant one. Remember, the ego projects. And I want to add into that right now that the ego projects, and the spirit extends love. And the ego, it says, accuses everybody else of what you are doing. It's not about them. That we accuse them of it, and it's actually about ourselves. That is how it hides from the biggest faults and distortions of your mind. It blames other people. And I'm going to interject again here. These are the layers. These are the layers. And interestingly enough, I was in a conversation with one of my teachers last night to go deeper. What's underneath any physical, emotional, mental distress I may be in, what is underneath that is causing it from my mind? So during it says, Jesus goes on to say, during a day of radical acceptance, you say, today, I stop projecting, I stop blaming, and I stop judging. I stop blaming others, and I own my thoughts. I look at them and I keep them in my mind so that I can actually see what's going on. This is something very few of us ever do. And I want to add here again, this is the practice of the Course. Again, we're moving beyond intellectualizing it to actually applying it to our lives and experiencing the miracles from the application of these principles and practices. Jesus goes on to say, you really go through your day saying everything is exactly as it should be, so I will relax. I will fully participate in every experience I have today because it is here and it is happening. In that radical acceptance, observation, love, non-judgment, and forgiveness, you will have an opportunity to see some of the lessons in your life that you are perhaps missing because you're resistant to the lesson that's coming your way. And I want to add again, the Course is showing us our resistance to the love, showing us our fear of love. And as it's expressed in this lesson, again, it said, nor love whose tenderness I can comprehend. We're so caught up in the ego that we're not giving ourselves the opportunity and experience to really at least get a taste of that love that is offered to us, that is in us, it is within us, that we were created as. Jesus says, this is what enlightened beings do. Enlightened beings go through each day accepting experiences and people as they are, owning their own feelings, and seeing that the entire experience of their day takes place within and is determined by their consciousness. The values, the lenses, and the distortions through which you view the world. On this day of radical acceptance, witness where you go to judge something and then stop judging. Then say, there is something I want to judge. What about that thing is bothering me? What about it? That bothering me is in my mind. It is not out there. It is not in that thing. It is in me. I want to see where my lack of acceptance resides. This is what a day of total acceptance gives you. It shows you where your upsets reside. It shows you where your resistances reside. And it shows you where your fears have control of your decision-making process. Jesus says, I am the one you know as Jesus, and I will speak to you again. So I found that a very, very powerful read. This lesson as well, very, very powerful. It's very practical. And, again, it's something that, again, interestingly enough, I had this conversation last evening with my teacher, my mentor. And here, I have a willingness and a desire to do this work. It's not always been there, but the more that I do this work, the more that I experience the peace and the love and the joy the happiness and the abundance. And now again, here it is. Here it is explained again. I'm being reminded again. So you might want to ask yourself, too, it's coming to my mind, are you willing to be reminded? Are you really, truly willing to go to another level in practicing this course? And, you know, wherever you're at is perfect. There's no judgment there. I want to say opportunity. And you may call it something else. That's what I call it, opportunity. Opportunity to experience the enlightened self that you already are. The enlightened self that I already am. So I'm definitely taking this on for the day, and I challenge all of you to do so as well. And I'd love to hear your comments. And I'm sure there's others who would love to hear your comments and your experience of this lesson today. All right, I'll leave it at that. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. Thank you for hearing me, listening to me. Again, as I speak this, as I share this, and that's the importance and the value of sharing. As you speak it and you share it, you journal it as well. I haven't spoken of that recently. That's when it becomes more and more of your awareness. It becomes, as I've experienced, you know, more in depth, more of a desire to, again, to practice it because of the peace and the joy and the love that grows in my life. So I wish all of that for you as you go forward today. And I look forward to being with you in the for the next lesson, which is lesson 234. And please go below and like this video. Again, as I mentioned, comment. Please share the video out. And also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I can't believe we're at lesson 233 already. And this community is building, and I'm grateful for the opportunity and the gift to do so. All right. Look forward to being with you in the next video. And until then, from my heart to yours, I extend much love to you. Bye for now.